on this platform, your voice go beyond your existence. Whatever we say here, we say it just as it is. Today, we just want to do some discussion with our ambassadors. Just as you know, BEC result is out. School placement is also out. There's a lot of discussion. There's a lot of grievances. Students are angry. Parents are angry. Everybody is talking that there is no justice in the system. And therefore, there's a lot of discussion going on. But I personally have interacted my ambassadors, have encouraged them. And today, just want to know how far and what is their preparation towards going to their next level, because school is reopening tomorrow and I know they are ready. They will surely be going to school. We have Ambassador Amos and Ambassador Emma. Uh, Lady and gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Amos, let me start with you. Or ladies first, right?
Yeah, ladies.
Ladies first. Emma, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Your result is out.
Yes.
And your school placement is also out. How was it? First of all, let's look at the result. How was it? Did you get what you were expecting?
No,
So how was it?
it was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
You manage it like that, okay? Eh?
It's not bad,
It's
so
not
it's
bad.
okay.
Oh, okay. What did you get?
At grade 7,
You had 7. How many ones?
5.
5 ones. Okay, okay, that's great. That is not bad. I mean, what were you expecting before?
All ones.
You wanted all ones. Yes, I remember. You were here right on this studio. You told me you are going to get all ones, and I promise you something. Well, you've done well. Congratulations. Okay, Amos.
Yeah,
How are you?
fine.
Your result is out.
Yes.
Your placement is also out.
Yes.
How was it?
It was okay.
It was okay. Did you get what you were expecting?
Not all.
Not what you were really expecting, but you have something that is
Yeah.
that is okay. What did you get?
I grade 6.
You had 6. Wow. And you said that's not what were you expecting?
All ones.
You wanted all ones.
Yes.
Well, 6 is okay, and I mean you've done so well, and I must say I'm really proud of you guys. You've done so well, and Forget is proud of you to have you as ambassadors. I want to know, a lot of parents, a lot of students are not happy about the school placements. I want to find out from you. Did you get the school of your choice, Emma?
Yes, I chose it, so it's the school of my choice.
Well, by that I mean, was it your first choice? I know it's among the schools you selected, but was that what you wanted?
No,
Based on priority, was that what you really wanted?
no.
No. Okay, Amos, how about you?
Yeah, I got my preferred school.
You had your first choice.
Yes.
Wow, that is great. So congratulations, Emma. Let me come back to you. You said you didn't get the school of your choice. Which school do you want? Which school were you thinking you wanted to go?
Wesley Girls.
Wesley Girls. And that was your first choice. Second choice,
Ghana National.
and then third choice.
Upon
So you had your third choice or second choice?
third choice.
You had your third choice, and you got your course that you want to go and do.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think it's okay. Or don't you agree with me? APAM is not
It's very okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But the first day you printed out your results, I saw that you were not too happy about the placement.
Yeah. Well, that was the first time.
That was the first time. So
And that was not what I was expecting at that instant. So,
but now you are okay.
very okay.
Okay. Amos, yes, I know you had your first choice, and so you don't have a problem, or you will not understand those who are crying about not getting their first choice. But let me ask you, do you have colleagues of yours, friends who didn't get their first choice? And
Yes.
what do you hear them saying?
They were all crying. My sister. I saw her crying.
You saw her crying.
Yes.
Really?
Okay. And
Tears were coming. I saw it.
oh, okay. So a lot of people were not happy, or they are crying for not getting
Yes.
their first choice. Okay. So right from here you can hear from the horse's own mouth. A lot of students are really not happy about the way the placement issue went. They think that the system is not being fair with them. They actually did well, that they have to get their first choice. Emma, let me come to you. Why were you crying that, or why were you not happy that you got the Wesley girls, the Ghana National? Why were you not happy that you were not given that school? You were not appreciating the fact that you were given a Palm Senior High. Why?
Okay, so in the first place, considering my grade,
Okay.
um, I wasn't expecting to get my third choice. Let me put it that way. Not because of the school or something,
Okay.
but like it's been my third choice in my grade.
Mhm.
I was like, the government wasn't fair.
The government or the system wasn't fair.
Because someone with a grade 7 and you're giving the person third choice.
Okay.
It doesn't.
You don't think they were fair to you at all?
Sure. What of someone who had, let me say, 15?
Okay.
If 7, you're giving the person third choice. What of somebody who maybe had 15?
Okay. So it's a serious question. Maybe we'll have to next time invite some of the people in charge of placement to answer some questions from our students. But Emo, there is this issue about if you understand very well how the placement is being done, they are trying to give every child equal opportunity. That is to say that gone are the days that we know that private schools, we all know they do better than the government schools. So it's like if they want to go by performance or by grades, a lot of government schools will be disadvantaged. So they want to give everybody the opportunity so that those who are poor, who could not afford school fees, for that matter, they didn't go to private schools, so that they can also have the opportunity to go to the Wesley girls, the Adisadels, and the great schools we know about. Uh, don't you think this is a nice idea? It's a good way of trying to give opportunity to everybody. Won't you agree with the government? Okay, I'm not talking to Emma. I want Amos to answer this one. Well, Amos, I know you had your first choice. You only
Yes.
understand. But tell me, don't you think it's a nice, a brilliant idea?
I agree and disagree.
You agree and disagree. What
Yeah.
do you agree and what are you disagreeing?
I agree because when all good students are placed at one place,
Uh-huh.
that school will always be, high, rank
Okay.
high.
They will always be doing well.
Yes, but when they have missed up,
Mm-hmm.
I think it will be,
You know,
fair.
it will be fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you agree that
Yeah.
trying to give even the government schools the opportunity to also go to those high schools
Yes.
is something that is laudable. Well, Emma, you were shaking your head. You think that you disagree with that kind of way of trying to give everybody opportunity.
Mm.
Why?
We are all attending school,
Okay.
writing the same exams.
Okay.
So why should others get, let's say, a percentage of entry into the high schools whilst others are not getting? And mind you, not every private school is a great school.
Okay.
We have private schools that are, sorry to say, worse as
Worse than
compared to government. And moreover, government schools have teachers, like trained teachers.
Trained teachers. Oh wow.
So, and when you come to private school, you see somebody like your brother teaching you.
Wow.
That one too. So it's like we are all writing the exams.
Mm-hmm.
So if even they will be given a percentage, not too high, because they gave us the chance to choose what we want. And when you are choosing what you want, you choose looking at your potential.
Okay.
So if I've chosen what I want and I know, say, looking at my potential, I can get it.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't give it to me, telling me that government schools are government schools, so you are giving them a percentage. So it's like most of the government schools, the
and
students
now having privilege, it's not going to even force them to learn because they know a little effort, they can go to the big schools.
and
In
now
fact,
private schools will be
will
struggling.
be struggling. In fact, you are raising a serious debates or arguments, in fact, about this issue. So you think that this particular way of doing things is rather going to cause government schools to be lazy, number one. Teachers in government schools are going to be lazy. They will not put in their best.
Mm.
Well, and private schools will be struggling. Amos, do you agree with what Emma is saying?
Yes.
You agree with her?
Yes.
In what sense?
Oh, that the students in the government schools will not learn. But when they are given the chance to go to the high school, they will also learn to learn more
Mm-hmm.
to pass the brilliant ones.
That one too is
It's
yes.
fair, like
It's,
it's okay. We have people in the government schools that are very good.
yeah,
So they can also go out there and make it.
yeah. In fact, let me tell you, I really want to say this. I attended a government school. In fact, I went to the shift system. You understand? And when we finished GSS, I was the best in my school. And I didn't get the school that I chose, but our days was not the computer system. But I believe if our days were the computers, I would have gone to some of the big names. But because our days, you have to struggle, you have to go through the system. It was difficult for some of us to penetrate. I wanted to go to, how do you call it, Presec, and then or Accra Academy. But I ended up going to Ebenezer Senior High because I didn't get those schools after several efforts pursuing, trying to go to those schools. Though I was the best in my school, but I didn't get some of those privileges, those schools. So giving this opportunity to students like this, because at the SS level, you will see somebody coming from a government school with aggregate 21 competing with somebody from the private school with aggregate 6 or 7. And at that level, you realize that the government schools students, they are doing better, or they are far, far ahead of the private school. Don't you think it is as a result of the privilege, the opportunities that some private schools have that the government school don't have? That is why they are not able to perform. Instead of looking at it that we all wrote the same exam and therefore we should be treated according to the exam. Don't you think that private schools have some privileges that government schools do not have?
Okay, some way, somehow. You're right.
I'm right. Okay.
Yeah.
Then that should settle the matter.
Yes.
That
No,
should
but
settle the
like,
matter.
Yes.
see, even so, let me tell you, looking at private schools, people have made it look like private schools are the best.
Okay.
That is it.
But the fact is, after exam, they always come out with the best results
Yeah.
at the junior high level.
Yeah.
Some of the challenges they face that doesn't make them perform. I was in our days, especially during the shift system. You go to school, you spend just about 4 or so hours, and then you close. Within some of those 4 to 5 hours, there will be break, and there will be other activities. You understand? And sometimes even when it's Thursday and Friday, it is just mobile. You understand? By the time you go for the second break, they will just leave you to play until you close. You understand? But when you come to private schools, right from day one, from JHS1, you spend a lot of times in the classroom. You close at 2 or 3. After that, you have extra classes. Some of you go to the extent of closing at 4 or 5. You understand? So at the end of the day, you guys will surely or definitely complete your syllabus, whilst those in the government school will not have the opportunity because of what? The timing. So when we all meet at the senior high level, when now we all go to school, spend the same hours of time, study the same thing, you realize that sometimes it's a challenge to the private schools. You understand? So I would rather challenge you that as you go, don't see them as people who didn't perform and that they are in the same school with you. You are going to school to learn, and that is the most important thing. whether it's school A or school B. Even you can be in the best school. If you are not learning, you will still not get the best grade. You understand? So Emma, in fact, I want to encourage you, just go to the school that you have been given. Make sure that you study hard. At the end of the day, you come up with the best of your results. The greatness is not in the school. Remember this. Your greatness is within you. And make sure you bring out that greatness. It's not in the school, it's inside you. So make sure you bring it out. Go to whichever school you are given. Maybe who knows, God is sending you there for a purpose. At the end of the day, He will use you to do great things and bring changes to our society. The problem we have, everybody wants to be at the best place. Somebody have to go down there and correct things. And I believe that is why God is taking you to some of your schools to do that. Okay. So God bless you, Emma. I'm so proud of you. I know you, and I know that where you are going is not a problem at all, because there are a lot of things inside you. You still don't agree with me?
I agree. My school there is the best.
Your school is the best.
Yes.
Now you agree your school is the best. Well, we thank God for that. Viewers, these are our ambassadors. You know, we believe that it doesn't matter the school that they have been posted to, they can go there and do exploits. A lot of people are fighting for, you know, the big names, but there's a saying that names don't win war, isn't it? Yeah, your greatness or what you can do reside inside you. If you are the best school and you don't learn, you will still can't make it. I know people who went to the so-called downgraded school we know and came out with 8 A's. Even my former school, Ebenezer Senior High, most people don't respect that school. But this year we have students coming out with 8 A's. You understand? So you can also make it. I want us as a country to stop talking about this issue about this school or that school. My child should be in this school and not that school, and rather encourage the system to work. I encourage you who is also watching me. You have a child, you have a brother who've been posted. I know a lot of people by now are following the authorities, fighting that they should change the schools for their children. But hey, I tell you, let your child go to wherever he or she has been posted to, and trust God that what she will become the best that he was created to become. God bless you. Viewers, I have another set of students with me here in the studio. We just want to find out, you know, how they are doing. These are our future leaders, and we have to give them the necessary mindset that they need to fight to become great in our society. And like you already know, like we have been discussing, there's a lot of talk in town about school placements, about people who are not happy about their choice, the choice of school that they have been given, and so on and so forth. But I would like to find out from the next batch of students who we have. These are our ambassadors. I believe for them being Forget ambassador, they are ready to conquer anything that comes on their way. Whichever school they put them, you put them, I know they will go there and perform. But I just want to find out how they feel about all that is going on, and they are directly in the soup right now. I can't tell you how they are feeling, but they have to tell me how they are feeling. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, William. I have William Odwe from Soabo and Job also from the same school. Willie, your result is out.
Yes.
And your school placement is also out. Can you tell me, how was it? First of all, your result, how was it?
My results, I didn't like it because I didn't know I would get 10. I'm thinking of maybe 8 ones.
Okay.
But when I had it, nothing I can do.
There's nothing you can do. You were disappointed.
Yeah.
So you wanted 8 ones, but you
Yes.
ended up having 10. Okay, okay. So you are really disappointed. You think they didn't mark your papers well?
Yeah.
That's what you think. You are very confident that you should have gotten 8 ones.
Yes.
Okay, Job, how was it?
For me, I was expecting better than I got because I was thinking the paper was easy that I can even get 6 ones.
Okay,
But
but when it
when
came, uh-huh.
I had
Whoa.
11.
You had 11.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you had 10, you had 11. Wow. And so you are also disappointed
Yes.
about the result. Okay, That is about the result. Now let's come to the school placement. Did you get the school you wanted to go?
No, I didn't get it. When I had the result, I told my mother that I'll get Achimota. She said okay. So all that the school that I wanted to go was Achimota. But when I checked the placement and I said that it was Benkum Senior High, and
But you chose Benku Senior High as well.
yeah, second choice.
Second choice. So you had your second choice. Okay, and you still don't think that it's a fair treatment.
Yeah,
You think you should get your first choice. Whoa. But did you get a course you want to go and do?
yes, I had it.
You science, business, what?
Science.
Science. So you are going to do science at Benkum Senior High. Whoa. For me, I will tell you that is a great school that you don't need to say anything at all. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, my brother. How about you? The
God
placement.
God being so good.
God being so
I
good.
had my
You didn't
first
get your
choice.
results, but you had your first choice.
Accra
Okay.
Academy.
So 11, you are going to Accra Academy.
Yes, please.
You then you are not going to Achimota. Wow, you can see what is happening. You know, a lot of people are out there. Even Emma, who just left here, had 075 once. She didn't get her choice. She didn't even get a second choice. She had her third choice. So you know, a lot of people are not getting the understanding about this whole thing. You know, you had 10, you got your second choice. You had 11, you got your first choice. Somebody had 7, she got a third choice. Wow. Anyway, now let's go on, or let's move on with the conversation. Emma raised a question, or she said, we are all students. We went in to write the same exam. Now, the government's efforts trying to give private schools, government schools, some kind of opportunity so that all of you go and meet at the so-called big schools. Emma is saying that it's not the right decision because she thinks that you are all from school, you wrote the same paper, and those who qualify should go. Do you agree with her?
Yeah,
You agree with her in what sense?
we all learn the same thing. Now we've also read the same thing. Now you are expecting someone to go higher than I because that person is in government school. It's not.
It's not proper.
Yes.
You think it's not proper? What, Job, do you agree with Emma?
Yeah, I also agree.
Is it that because you guys are affected and that you didn't go to government school, you are not understanding? Or is it because you are affected, you don't want to accept it?
No, it's like it's the same syllabus. We are all learning the same syllabus, so we all have to get equal treatment. No one must be treated better than the other.
Okay. Yes, I agree. But do you know what children from government schools go through to write BEC? Do you have any idea? Do you have friends who are in government school? Not really.
Yeah.
You don't have friends who are in government school. Well, I am a student who went to school at a government school. Okay. And in our time, is the shift system. You spend just about 4 or 5 hours in class. Within that, you go for break, 2 breaks. You understand? And anytime we are in the afternoon shifts, you don't have a lot of teachers turning up. Whenever a second break around 2:33, that is the end. You can continue playing until you go home. You know, so a student who is spending this less time in classroom compared to you guys who spend about 8, let me say roughly 6 to 8 hours learning, you know, not even 6 to 8 hours, about 10 to 15 hours, you understand? Because most of you close at 2, you have extra classes and all that. So can you say that with these things happening in government schools, I mean, these days there's no shift system, but they still have their own challenges. Will you say that this thing happening to your colleagues, your friends, they can do better just like you? Don't you think that because they don't have the same privileges you have, they are disadvantaged and therefore their efforts cannot be seen like your own?
They can even do better than us because They are not even paying fees. You can go to school any time, but for the private sectors, you have to pay school fees. If you don't pay the school fees, you'll be sacked.
Okay.
So all these things is their choice whether to learn or not to
Not
learn.
to learn.
So if they decide that they will learn,
They
and
can
pass.
do better than you.
Yeah.
And,
Well, yeah.
and one thing also, the government, we are all like, the government is talking about quality or better education.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So you need to select the quality ones.
Select quality teachers that will teach the students well.
Uh-huh.
So if the teachers are not teaching the student, that one there is not the fault of anyone. It's the fault of the government for not selecting good teachers for the students.
Well, you can't say that the teachers in the government school are not good teachers. These
Yeah,
are these are trained teachers. You know, like Emma was saying right here, there are people in the private school who are just even SS graduates.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in all public school, you need to be trained as a teacher to teach over there. You understand? So sometimes, like, I understand what Emma was talking about. She doesn't understand why they were able to pass their examination using unqualified teachers. You understand? Or people who are just their brothers. She even mentioned that they are brothers. And they were able to pass their exam. And the people who were trained teachers could not help their students compete with you guys. I understand. But I keep telling, I still can tell you, being somebody who attended a government school, the platform is never the same. What we go through to pass our exam, I am telling you, is not the same thing you guys go through. But I understand where you are coming from. Willie, you said something that they should be able to pay their pass you guys because they don't pay fees. These days, the shift system is also not there, and then all that. But let me ask you, do you pay fees? Are you the one who pay the fees?
No, it's my parents.
It's your parents. So when it comes to you and them, you are almost the same.
No, see, my parents must pay the school fees. If
Okay.
they say they don't have some, it means if I go to the school,
They will
they
sack you.
will sack me. So I'll come. But then if they go to the school, no one will sack
Nobody
them
will bother them.
or finish school fees.
Okay, so let me ask you, do you think that the government teachers are really not doing their best? Or will you say that the government giving them the opportunity or a percentage to have access to the so-called big name, you know, do you think this is rather going to challenge them to learn or to make them lazy? Because even if he had 17 and you had aggregate 8, you and him can meet in the same school.
Yeah. So this means what the government is doing is not.
And it will also make the students lazy because they know that after I'm in government school, even if I don't do well, I will still get my school.
You will still get your
Yeah,
first
so-
choice. So you guys think that the one who qualifies should go.
Yes.
So let's think about this way. You know, whatever you do, there are people who cannot afford. You know, it's not their fault to find themselves where they are. Do you think they don't deserve, you know, this opportunity? Because the truth is that I always use myself as the example. I killed myself to pass my exam. I came out as the best in my school. Even to the extent of the entire district, we were only 2 guys, you know, who did so well, you know. But despite the fact that we were running from the shift system and all the challenges, we went through it and we did very well. But because this computer system was not in place, I couldn't go to the so-called big names, the schools that are having the big names, you know. The school that I went is great. I am okay. Today is pass. You know, my SS is not really my problem now. But the issue is that if it were to be now, I would have gone to the school of my choice. I believe, you know, coming from that background and getting the grade that I had, I would have gone to, you know,
So
better school. So I think that I have been there. I know what it is. I think they deserve it. I think it's just to help them. Emma raised this point that, look, we are being taught with people who, so-called people who are not trained teachers. However, we are able to do well in our examination. How much more schools or government schools who are trained teachers and they are not able to do well? They don't understand why should be the case. I understand them. I know what they are really talking about. But it all boils down to attitude. It boils down to the fact that the way we handle government work. It's not only in schools. Talk about government work, you will find the same thing. You know, private businesses will be doing very well, but government businesses with same resources, even better resources, will not be doing well. It's all about the people who are working over there. It's all about the attitude of the citizen. Do you think Achimota can give you the grade you want without your efforts?
No, I don't think.
You don't think so? The same way, Benku Senior Heights, without your efforts, will not give you the result that you want. So it means that the issue really is not about the school. It's about you, or should be about you. Isn't it?
Yes.
So it's not about the school that you go. It's about you yourself, your effort, the effort you put in. You are going to school to learn. I believe one thing. If you can learn, you will know. You understand? If you can study, you can pass your exams. So it's not really about the big name. It's not really about the school. It should be about you. Your greatness is within you. And the ability for you to study and become great is within you. It's not in any big name. It's not in any school that is sitting somewhere there. And to tell you the fact, most of these schools are even just riding on their past glory. Please, nobody should beat me. I'm just saying it. Nobody should come at me. And that is a fact. You understand? So please, I don't want you to be bothered with this conversation about this. I didn't get my school. I didn't get my choice. Concentrate. Stay focused in where you are and come up with the best. Let the best inside you come out. You are Forget Ambassador, and we have taught you so many things. You understand? And I know you have a lot of potentials in you. Don't allow this placement issue disturb you to the point that you go to school feeling bad. I should have been in this, I should have been in that, and then at the end of the day, you will not do well. Viewers, I will also encourage you, just as I have told you already, it's really not about the school. I personally think it's not about the school. For those of us who are parents who are fighting for schools, for our kids, I want him to go here. Please, I want you to stop doing this. It's not about the school. It should focus on your child, what he or she can do. The ability that your child has is what should be your focus. Advise them to go to school to learn. Advise them to bring the best out of them rather than fighting that they will be in the so-called big schools. We still have some more people to talk to. This time around, I want to talk to those who have moved from the JHS level and they're in the SS, from the private sector, and I want to find out what is happening there and given the opportunity that we are talking about, those from the government schools, those from the private school, in the same place, having the same opportunity, and then going through the same course. How is their performance like, and what is happening in the secondary school? This is in a person of Enoch, who is also one of our ambassadors. He is in Accra Academy. Enoch, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So tell me, what is happening at Accra Academy? How is school? Tell me a little bit about school life.
Okay. I want to start by saying, before I would choose Accra Academy as my first choice,
Okay.
most of the teachers like undermine the suggestion that I brought out. That I've been doing this, I've been doing that. So this school that I chose, it is people with grade 6 to grade 9 that are qualified to attend that school.
Okay.
But I said to myself that, now, if people are qualified based on the grades from 6 and to 8, they are qualified based on that grade, then because they have been qualified, I can also write my BSc with determination. I can get my 6 and my 9 ones to get to that school.
Okay.
So with determination, I wrote my BSc and I had grade 16.
Okay.
And I had my first choice.
You had 16.
Yeah, and
you had your first choice.
That's Accra Academy.
Wow. But
And
I was thinking that this thing was to give opportunity to those in a government school. You went to a private school. You had 16. You had your first choice. So it looks like the issue really is not about government school or those who did not do well, or the issue is not about government school and private school. It's about balancing
it's about you
those
being
who
determined.
Well, it's about you being determined, but it's about mixing the people, those who do well and those who don't do well, bring them together. Well, I think if that is the issue, why are we talking? Why are we complaining? You understand? He went to private school, had 16, got his first choice. You understand? So the issue really is not about giving government students the opportunity, though they don't do well, they'll be given their first choice. Anyway, so you had your first choice, you entered into Accra Academy. Tell me, how is the school like? You had, how do you call it? You have other students. Now you are in the same environment.
Other something like this, in my, I mean,
okay.
One general at 3.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
And there's so competition in the class.
Okay. And nobody care whether you are from.
Nobody care.
You are coming from Martin de Porres.
No. Everybody, because of
whether you are coming from Oblogo GHS, you will compete with you.
Yeah, they compete with you. That is what most students are doing now.
Okay.
Yeah, because they want to take advantage of the free education.
Okay.
But some are also fooling.
Okay. That's for that one is normal. In every house you see someone doing it. All right. You've heard it for yourself. You know the issue, like I was saying, is not really about government school or private school. It's not really about. It's about the student. I believe by this we can know the effort of the school and the teachers, not really the student. This is now we can show whether Adesada is really Adesada, because you will have students who are coming with grade 21 and you have to improve them. Their result will have to show at the end of the day. So you will have a student from Ebenezer Senior High, a student coming to Ebenezer with 6 ones and 9 ones, and that is a teacher from that school can also be proud that he has a student who is understanding and can encourage the rest to learn. But I think there is nothing wrong with the system. I think the system is perfect. However, we all know that there is human beings who are behind the computer, and sometimes they try to manipulate things. But I mean, generally, it's good. We can still, do something about it and let it work perfectly. I will applaud the GES, the Ministry of Education, for this good work. I would say they should continue, despite the challenges. They shouldn't listen to what is happening and try to change it, because I wish this computer placement was there in my days. That is what I wish. Even up to date, I still wish this placement system was there when I completed GSS. Therefore, I will want it to continue to help those who don't dream of going. Now they can be proud to select certain schools because they know that with a little effort they will be given. Thank you so much. Now, God bless you for coming.
Thank you.
Before I take the last word from you, I will want our colleagues to join us so that you can tell them something. I mean, we have those who are going to SS and those, and our gentleman who is already in school. In fact, I just finished talking to him. What advice will you give them?
Okay.
You are there, they are now coming. What advice will you give them?
So as a student going to secondary school, you must find out the teachers that you find out, this teacher is very good. He can help me. It's not only teaching me mathematics, it's not only teaching me science, but it can also help me in terms of life, building my life so that one day I can become someone in future.
Okay.
So in secondary schools, don't just be bothered about the lifestyle that they live in.
Okay.
Don't be bothered about how they do their things.
Okay.
It is up to you to do the right thing. There's a saying that it is not about your geographical location, but it depends on you.
All right.
So in secondary,
so it depends on them.
It depends on you.
All right.
So
in fact, I love that. If the advice is coming from a future pastor, you better take it. You understand? And if he's coming from the water and he's telling you what is happening there, you better listen to him. So my brother, thank you very much. God really bless you. I know you can do it. I know you have great potentials in you guys. And let me tell you, when you go to school, know that you are in school to learn. You are not in school to do anything. You are in school to learn. That is why you are going. Some of you are going to boarding house, some day student. But once you are a student, you are in school to learn. All other issues are secondary. You know, don't go to social media, Facebook, try to hide yourself, sneak some phone into your room to be making calls. Those things are not what you should be looking at right now. Right now, it should be between you and your book. And if you really know that the school you are going, you personally believe that that school is disadvantaged, then you know that you have to work hard. You need to work very hard. And those of us who are going to the Adisadels and the schools, we think that they are great. It may be great in your eyes, but you get there and realize that it's not what you think. You understand? So rather go there and don't joke with your book. At the end of the day, you will come up with flying colors. I want to use this opportunity to once again congratulate you. I believe by now, nobody have a problem with his school selection.
Yeah.
I believe nobody is thinking of changing. I believe from tomorrow you guys are starting school.
Yes.
All right, that is what I want to hear from you guys. And thank you so much. Congratulations and God richly bless you.